Hey, welcome back to Crabbing and Fishing Elementary School Edition. It's going to be elementary for a couple of different reasons that you'll see very soon. And if you stay tuned to the very end, you're also going to see a couple of educational resources if you're looking to improve your fluke fishing opportunities, and also a local tackle shop who will provide you with some wares for your flounder fishing. This episode is going to include some pictures never seen before of our early season fishing trips. Essentially, it's going to turn into a montage of 2022, starting back in March. Coming up here, I want to introduce to you my elementary school friend from 40 years ago. That's Billy Jiggets, on board today, along with my son B3. He's up there getting his rigs ready. You know, who wants to do it in advance? But as you can see, we're launching out of Florence Landing here, and stay tuned. You'll see the fish that we catch shortly. This is a trip in March. So you can see fishing happens at night. It happens in the daytime, but that's a striped bass right there. So we put in lots of hours to catch some fish. There's another one there, same location, also in March. In March, we had an absolutely great time. We caught over 100 striped bass. Even the elder statesman, my dad right there, 80 years old, walked across the sod banks and laid into some striped bass this year. The fish were thick. As you can see, they came in two at a time. They're not keepers, but it was still fun. That was the first time for me I've ever landed a double header on striped bass. But here, this picture you'll see, here's one of the keepers that I brought home and was good table fare. And all while I was thinking, man, when does flounder fishing start? You know, when are the regs coming out? I wonder if this place back here behind me will hold any fish. Education point. So flounder kicked off. This is opening day. Came home with 2 fluke. You can see them there. That was a crabbing and fishing boat trip. And then shortly after that, I got myself upon the Avalon Lady. Got another keeper. Learned some new areas. Mate, Austin was on hand. He's always great on that trip. Avalon Lady, great educational source. This was another trip out of Florence Landing. I got another fluke keeper there in the inlet, as well as my first kingfish. B3 you see with a flounder there. Those of you who have been following us on YouTube, you saw the video of that catch. He got that flounder there. I think he outfished me that day. He got his fluke, had that one in the box, and he also landed his first ever tog as well as his first keeper. That sucker right there came in, I think it was 17 or 18 inches. You know, you're never too old to see a smile on your kid's face. And there's a stinking bluefish that I caught that day, so he clearly outfished me. The following week, out on the kayak with the kayak crew from Fat Dad Fishing, landed this Weakfish. Came in at 15 inches and made great table fare. Here you can see a 19-inch flounder that I brought in here. Great net job, of course. You know, that was on the same trip with John Creeley Custom Rods. We were out floating around on our boats. This was just last week's trip out in the inlet, again out of Florence Landing. That sucker there came in at 20 plus inches, almost 21. And here's my elementary school buddy again, Billy. You see he's holding a 17.25-inch flounder again, and that's, yes, Florence Landing boat ramp behind me. Just yesterday, Crab Reaper out of Egg Harbor Township landed this 17-inch beauty, another Weakfish. Man, it was pretty. So now as we sit around contemplating and thinking, what are we going to do next? Well, let me tell you. What I recommend is what you're about to see. If you want to improve your flounder fishing, you have got to check out this course. Go to fatdadfishing.com and get yourself the Mastering Inshore Flounder or Fluke Fishing series. There's great information in there. And then when you're done with that, go over and visit CaptainHanksTackle.com. Get yourself some rigs, get yourself set up and ready. You'll be all set to go. Crabbing and fishing, thank you for watching our videos. Stay